to hit a mid-air Mercy there, so doesn't really work out for him, and the Valiant had to give a bit of room here soon. He's a long way away from the action. Now Kareev's down. Saebyeolbe is in control of the situation, and it's a hasty Graviton employed here, but both teams end up using it. Mutual Gravitons, in fact. Agilities and Fate are down, and the Mayhem look like they had the run of the middle.
Yeah, you would have loved to have the Dragon Strike for that Graviton surge, but you don't have it. And a force to run double sniper of your own. So we'll see through Saya players' eyes.
I mean, you
nice shots here on a soon.
You inherently have an advantage as an attack. Find games to see if we can keep the shit up or force enemy shield. Now that's tough. Transcendence for Fate means that he can't really Earth Shatter. He just has to back up and take it there. The Florida Mayhem, Matt, dig deep in the pockets for some ultimates, and a late Transcendence for the Valiant won't save them.
Yeah, they are getting space close to grab, but he just falls. This will be the LA Valiant backing up. They will give point B here to Florida. Everybody else.
The shield game, you know, smartly. Now the Valiant can sort of ration those ultimates a bit more and use them right about now. That's a pretty gross Dragon Strike, and that will be 4 for agilities there in the kill feeds.
I mean, there's nothing they can do about that.
The map, or at least the half for the time being. Custer being low won't help him either. Here it is, cutting straight through, and Space's health bar disappears very quickly. The Mayhem get across the line.
I mean, you could say a ranged DPS, but I mean, that would kind of categorize all DPS as
still an extra
ranged
syllable,
DPS.
bro. Brevity is the soul of wit. Not that I know anything about either of those things. Fake gonna try and get in, big Dragon Strike, and there it is. The Valiant eventually come up with a solution. And let's be honest, not a lot of finesse. It's brute force, but it gets the job done, and they should be on the way here with this payload.
I mean, you have to use
Now, and also guy might be in deep trouble here. His shield is down, and he is gonna get lasered off. Soon's flanked sort of around the side here, and he's forced Zebasai away, so there's no help for the Mayhem at all. Zebasai had used Valkyrie there.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you got nothing out of that Valkyrie.
He's actually sort of doubled his total final blows from that first round. And there it is, another Dragon Strike. And it'll be enough to deal with Awesome Guy and Manatintvik. Will be cut down eventually. And the Valiant get across the line. Two teams playing very similar. Reinhardt for the Florida Mayhem. Long range Graviton. There's no divas here to worry about. The Dragon comes straight through. Nice little turnaround there, and Agilities finds the final finish on Saya player. Transcendence here on the point. Awesome Guy gets that big Earth Shatter at 3 men, and he gets the charge. Despite the Transcendence in play, Awesome Guy will happen to play aggressively around that one, but now he might be surrounded again. For it.
Yeah, no, I mean, you land a Pulse Bomb here, right? Could be devastating. There's the Pulse Bomb, don't land it, and he gets Scatter Arrowed.
One of the worst ways for Tracers to die. I mean, if you are the Tracer player, otherwise it's quite satisfying. The Valiant break through to the Dragon Strike there. A little bit messy, but they managed to connect with all the prerequisite abilities. And now Zupa with another Transcendence here. Not much choice but to pull the trigger now. Tvik is actually being kept away from the healing aura. He can't get in. Fate removes him there with a swing of the hammer, and now it's Zupa also falling in the same way. Manatin trying to approach the point. Looks like no one's going to get there in time. No, also got charges in desperation. Not quite the desired dividends being yielded. High ground here. Manatin very close to a grab that could seal the deal for them here. Here we go. Lays it in. There is healing from the side. You notice that there. Custer is hanging around. Soon and Kareev get themselves some kills. Kareev will fall in the process, and the Valiant have to give a bit of ground. Matt, they do have Custer here for healing though, but Soon's way out of position.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no res here for Custer. He had just used it a little bit earlier on the Fate. Now he uses the Valkyrie, just trying to keep Fate alive. He's not able to do so. Fate and Agilities had thought his teammates would clean this up, so he pushed all the way into the back, and he was trying to put pressure on Zupe, but he's not able to take him out. So now you don't have that Brigitte.
Vic tries to get above it, will be desuited. See what else can be done. Zebasai does have Valkyrie in play, trying to keep Manatin healed up. He gets shut down. Soon might be the save here. Quick picks is the name of the game.
Oh, and they're going for this. They use Rally. Soon's able to get 2. Kareev with the Transcendence on top of the payload, just trying to keep everybody topped up. They do get a res on the Fate during this fight as well, as now the kill is starting to go in favor of the Valiant. They will hold right outside Space or Fate if you get close down to the wire.
Manatin's way ahead in Graviton charge as well, which could be the game ender or game winner, but also guys down. Again, a little bit too far forward. Maybe the killing just wasn't there. Saya player, though, saving the day from that high ground left-hand side. And now the Valiant, you can see them. They know they need to get rid of this Widow threat. They need to do it now because Kareev is the next one to fall. Saya player is going absolutely hammer. No one can stop him. Unbelievable. I've used up my unbelievable for the week already. They can start to exercise that advantage.
Yeah, they can't exactly dive onto these supports now because you know that Soon's back there playing Brigitte, but it's going to be Saya player connecting with a Pulse Bomb. See if they try and res this or not.
Transcendence now for space, realizes he's bitten off more than he can chew. They have to leave the point, there's nothing to be done. No one's going to stop this one. And the Mayhem at the death will finally take the point there. Agility's a nice riptide, but ultimately absolutely meaningless.
It's an odd end here to his first point. As
into that one, a little bit of a mistake there from Manatin, didn't check his feet. Now Fate trying to stay alive on the point. Tries to go for Zupa, but the Transcendence is just going to be drawn out of him. And Kareev steps onto the point. The Tracer for him and Soon's on the Bastion now. This could get pretty nasty. Looking to try and get a decent on Mountain. And Awesome Guy's barrier doesn't last long at all. Zupa's off in the corner. Agility's down. The Doomfist doesn't really come up with the goods. High ground for Fate. He's low though. He'll be cut down. He'll be brought to order. And the Mayhem will be brought to 2 checkpoints. Mid-fight, not always great, but it does give themselves a little bit more durability, and that's a one-man Earth Shatter. Already been caught by that one, but a self-destruct. Oh, it just sits on the lift. That could have been super nasty, and Saebyeolbe realizes now the jig might be up. 2 ticks were gained by the Valiant now. Looks like they'll have it finished up as well. Match and removed. The Los Angeles Valiant win that one out.
And you're usually suspect about those mid-fight rallies, but because they're using Valkyrie, you're going to be able to heal through a lot of that damage that's coming down. So you probably have to switch off of the D.Va in the Brigade to here.
Zebo did well to keep Tvik alive and also getting a nice Bionade onto the front line of the Valiant, but it doesn't really seem to have slowed them down whatsoever. Soon's going to be a little bit lonely, playing on this left-hand side, and be waiting for the spawn-ins or anyone who peeks out too far, just like that. Saebyeolbe corner, he was in the sights. It looks like it might already be over for the Mayhem. Nothing doing for him, and they're in deep trouble, Matt. The Valiant have a huge time bank.
And they have the comp to make that force him back into that corner. Now the dive comes through.
The big hit to Vic, taken very low, but also kind of put up on the high ground there. So he has a little bit of safety, but Agility's now produces the Dragon Blade and the kill to back it up. Now the Valiant have excellent position, whereas the Mayhem now really just need to try and get together. That Orisa really ticking, that is going to make life very hard for them. Side plays down, Custer getting 2! There we go! That's how we do it down under.
Custer with 7 to loop that one.
No messing. 3 final blows for him.
Off here and just rip through 3 players. And take a look. It's a headshot on Soon.
He couldn't redirect himself quickly enough either. Yeah. Pressure or anything. What did you say? Long-range threats, Matt? They don't have a lot of them.
Well, here you kind of force the Pharah down onto the point, right? You get control of the point. You have some players play around there. The Pharah has to go into this window. Then she's vulnerable to a lot of the heroes.
Fate now. Kind of too many things for him to think about, and there it is, the barrage. Pretty comfortable there for Tvik. And Space also finished off there by the tendrils of their Graviton Surge. Mayhem looking very good here, man. They had a good start to the round, it's safe to say. And now the Valiant going to switch back. He could be in trouble. Looks like a D-suit is imminent.
Yeah, Awesome Guy will get on the point. He'll have a primal rage of his own, but you see Fate and Kareev doing work now. Soon will take Tvik out, so that's a lot of damage. That's out of the way as Awesome Guy just trying to use his primal rage on the point here with the logics, but the Valiant have such a numbers advantage here. Mitch should be able to close this fight out.
Starting to inch in their favor now. It's been 99 for about a minute so far, and that'll get the job done. Big sigh of relief.
He's forced to back all the way up by the Mega Health Pack. So it'll be Custa using Valkyrie. Knows, oh, he gets taken out right away. So it's going to be Zupa using Transcendence, keeping some of the Mayhem players up.
Barrage here as well. Judy's has very little protection right now. Defense Matrix actually thrown in under him. I don't think that was Space though. I actually think that was Madison protecting his team from it. Regardless, now it's going to be a bit of a barrage coming out from Tvik. He drops down inside the bubble. But Space is able to get rid of 2. I mean, that's a huge effort individually for the Space, but it's too late in the day to save the fight. Custer.
Now you have Transcendence.
A little bit too late now. Agilities has to be careful. Got a little bit too close to Tvik. I wasn't aware of him now. Transcendence being used just to get the Mayhem on the point here. Madison, they've already lost him, which is really going to hurt. Now the barrage has to come in soon, but Agilities wants to wait. And fair enough as well. Fate goes down, but Agility still removes Zupe from the equation. His Transcendence had already been used in Logics now. Agility's more than happy to use the ultimate just to get the 1 pick, and now it's just Saebyeolbe left. Stick him on top of a Christmas tree, he's done. And the Los Angeles Valiant will have this one in the bag. 2-1 in the series now, LA recover. The Valiant now have used both of their support ults as well, Matt, so they're being forced to dig deep here and are still not really coming out with a man advantage. Dragon Strike cutting through and Space can't avoid that one, straight into the gaping maw. And it will be Florida. Okay. Wow, it will be Florida to get the first checkpoint. They were at such an ultimate disadvantage, and yet here they are. Well, Tvik does get a whip shot, long range on Agilities, but won't really do much to bother him. But Awesome Guy does well, commits to that high ground, removes Soon from the equation. Now the Dragon Blade has to make a big difference. He's trying to avoid the Vegeta and not get stunned out of this one. He does get stunned anyway. He tries to get into the back line, but he is shut down. And Tvik here with the Shield Maiden, causing a whole lot of troubles here for Genji's all in sundry now. Awesome Guy down, a self-destructing over the point. In fact, we might have a little bit of a stack up again here as both are used, but there it is. The Mayhem not even close to the point, and they will be stopped. Primal Rate, what can he do with this? That payload must be manned. It must get to the end of the map. Awesome Guy's down. Agilities Deals with Manhattan now, and Saebyeolbe is trying to relocate, but again, he's being jumped on. Great switch up here from the Valiant to really focus on Saebyeolbe, who's at 1 health. He's down. Fate finds him, but the payload now is where the action's happening. Tvik is locking it down for the time being. Zebasai desperately trying to keep his compatriot alive, but he'll be done himself first. Awesome guy is low. He tries to get up to the sky. The Valiant keep themselves in this one. Oh, they made it close though, didn't they, Matt?
Man.
Good lord!
Much better targeting though. You can
90 seconds to get this done.
Yeah, but this is still looking good for the Valiant. Zupe and Zebasai use both of their support ults. You don't have a rally right now, and you do have Transcendence. Transcendence will lead you to Valkyrie as well, so things looking good for the LA Valiant.
A Primal Rage inside a small room. Two things you don't want to combine together, and Saebyeolbe, oh, could be in trouble. Fate didn't know where he was for a moment, but now he stands here. Wants to keep Saya busy. No chance to get back. Kareev with a celebration Transcendence, and that will be a series victory for the Los Angeles Valiant, although you...